Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Elle from Elle and the Stitches and I am a beginner sewer. Now today is the first video in a series called Sewing on a Budget. I thought I'd make this series because when I first started sewing I found everything quite expensive, I didn't really know where to look and it was a little bit overwhelming. And currently I am definitely on a budget with my sewing. I'm sure a lot of other people are struggling this year, so I thought it would be a really cool idea to just share some of the things that I've learned in my first year of sewing and see if you enjoy. So I wanted to start off talking about sewing machines. Full disclaimer, obviously I'm not a sewing machine expert and I haven't been around for a really long time that I could tell you loads and loads and loads of things about lots of different models. I'm just looking at this from a beginner sewerist perspective. When I was looking for a machine, things that I was looking for, things that I think are important if you are a beginner looking for a sewing machine under £150. I just want to start off by showing you my first machine that I got when I first started sewing, and this is the Singer Promise, and I think I got it for about £100 from Hobbycraft, and it was perfect for learning how to sew, and here are the reasons why. So these are the stitches that this machine comes with. You can see with the dot above it that I currently have it on a small straight stitch, which is all I really used at the beginning when I was sewing. What you need to make sure that your machine has is a straight stitch. This has 3 different lengths of straight stitch, which is perfect because if you're using this long stitch, you can use that for basting or gathering, for example. Also, it's important for your machine to have a variety of zigzag stitches, as you will be using these for finishing your seams or sewing with stretch fabric. I mean, I never used any of these they look like heartbeats to me looking stitches. I did use these over here, which are your buttonhole foot. So in my opinion, the perfect machine for a beginner would be a simple machine that has the straight stitch, the zigzag stitch, and if you wanted to do buttonholes, for example, if you're going to be making shirts, then a 4-step buttonhole. I have a 1-step buttonhole on my more advanced machine at the back, but I don't think it's super important when you're starting out. I've had a look online at the moment. It's now January 2021, and I've seen that there are definitely some great options for machines under £150 online and in the UK. John Lewis is always a great place to start for buying a sewing machine. They actually do a £59 mini sewing machine, which I don't have any experience with as I went straight to the basic machine, but a mini is slightly smaller. I think it is the 12-stitch mini sewing machine, and I did see some very good reviews on it, but a lot of people were also saying that they bought it for their children or their grandchildren, so that is something to think about. For £99 at John Lewis, you can get a Brother machine, which is fantastic. Brother is a really great brand. I'm sure you've heard of it. And that is the Brother LK14S for just £99. If you were going a little bit higher, they do this really cool range of coloured machines, and it's £130, and they're pink, or you can get one that's red, yellow or green or blue. I think they're the colours, and they're really cool and really bright, and I just think they're very aesthetically pleasing. As I said, I got my Singer from Hobbycraft. Hobbycraft has a range of sewing machines starting from £50 and then going all the way up. For £50 you can get their mini sewing machine, and then going up to £100 you can get a Singer, very similar to mine. For £120 you can get a Genome HC1200. I have a Genome at the back here, and I think that it's a really great brand and it's a very, very trustworthy machine. This isn't the one that's 120, but it is from the same brand. You can get the Singer Promise at the moment from Argos for £100, and as I said, it was a great basic sewing machine for myself. The only reason I upgraded it was because I needed a bit more of a heavy duty machine when I was sewing a lot. It's not super duper fast like my other one, and as you can see, this is computerized. This machine could last you years and years and you wouldn't need to upgrade. It's just if you're doing a lot of sewing all the time that you might want to. At Argos, you can get a brother machine as well for £80, so that's a really, really good deal. There are some other independent shops that you should definitely try and go to in your area. I bought my overlocker from an independent shop near me, and they have great customer service, and you can always call them up if something goes wrong, and I think that's a really great touch. So obviously always try and support small businesses. A lot of the smaller sewing shops in your area will stock brother machines, Genome machines, Singer, and you should be able to get a good deal as well. Another thing that I just want to quickly add is I have an overlocker, but I think as a beginner it is not important to have an overlocker. You use an overlocker to finish the seams, to finish the edges of your fabric so they don't fray, but you can just use the zigzag stitch on your sewing machine to finish those edges, and it will do the job just as well. I hope that helps. As I said, I am a beginner and these are just my tips and tricks, and I hope that you find them helpful. Next week I am going to upload a video on the same theme but focusing on fabric. Thank you so much and see you soon.